China's parliament, the National People's Congress, has just approved a constitutional amendment to abolish presidential term limits. President Xi, already one of the most powerful Chinese leaders in decades, will now be able to rule indefinitely, perhaps for life.
Removing China's presidential term limits will have major consequences, of course, inside and outside the country. Our Matt Rivers joins us now live from Beijing. Matt, this has just happened. It's official. Well, why has the Communist Party decided to go along with this idea?
Well, there's a lot of different potential domestic political reasons for that, Natalie, but I think what you can see this as is really just a coronation of what critics would call a brand new dictatorship here in China, the likes of which we have not seen since the guy right behind me. That's, of course, Mao Zedong, the founder of Communist China. What you now have seen Xi Jinping do is really completely take over the government apparatus here in China, and really it started late last year during the 19th Party Congress, where Xi Jinping was reelected as General Secretary of the Communist Party, but also he had Xi Jinping thought, as it's formally known, written into the party constitution. And what analysts will tell you is that by doing that, that made him the most powerful Chinese political figure since Mao Zedong. And if you criticize Xi Jinping, well, then in essence, you're criticizing the Communist Party itself. So if you ask why these delegates here at the National People's Congress are going along with this, even if many of them perhaps have differing opinions as to whether this is a good thing or not, they're not really going to speak out, because the reality is that Xi Jinping is too powerful for that at this point. He is an incredibly powerful politician. He is now the head of the head of the Communist Party. He is the head of the military, and now he could be president for life if he so chooses. That means that China is basically now under one-man rule. It will follow Xi Jinping's vision for China. He views China as ascendant. He views China as perhaps competing with the United States in just about every arena imaginable over the next couple decades. And this abolishment of term limits just kind of formalizes or seals this deal that he has been able to accomplish in his first 5 years in office.